Objetos directos y indirectos. This is a subject that's a little bit confusing at times for English speakers. When we want to talk about to him or her, to them, to us, or it. And this is where we use those little words like le and lo and la and los and les. We're going to figure out how we use them so you will understand what they mean and when to write or say them. First, we're going to review the indirect object pronouns, which we already know as me, te, le, nos, and les. For example, me ayudas, you help me. Right? Me would be me, the object. Te ayudo, I help you. Le ayudo, I help him or her or the formal you. Nos ayuda could be translated as he helps us or she helps us. Les ayudamos, we help them or we help you, plural. Now we're going to look at some little changes when we talk about the direct objects. Now we're going to look at the direct objects. We've got me, te, lo, la, nos, los, y las. Well, most of them are the same. Me veo, I see me, or I see myself. Te veo, I see you. Now, lo veo would be I see him. La veo, I see her. Or, if we're talking about an object, lo veo, I see it. O la veo, I see it if it's a feminine object. We could talk about la casa. La veo means I see it, talking about la casa. We talk about el libro. Lo veo, I see it, meaning I see the book, a masculine item. So la and lo are direct objects, either can be him, her, or it. Nos veo, I see us. And los and las veo would be I see them, if it's a masculine group. Las veo, I see them, if it's a feminine group. Or the plural you. Las veo, I see you, if it's a group of women. Or los veo, I see you, if it's a group of men or a mixed group of men and women. Or if we're talking about an item. Los veo, I see them. Maybe we're talking about the books. Los veo, I see them. If we're talking about the houses, all feminine. Las veo, I see them, I see the houses. So lo can be him, her, or it in the masculine. La, she, her, or it in the feminine. Los, them, whether it's people or an item in the masculine. And las, them, if it's people or items that are feminine. Now the fun starts when we mix two of these together. Let's take a look at what's going to happen. Now the fun starts when we start mixing two of these objects together. For example, me lo das means you give it to me. Right? So you've got the me as the object and it as well. Me lo das, you give it to me. Te la doy, I give it to you. Here a masculine object, here a feminine object. Se lo doy. Well, what's this saying? Well, in Spanish, they don't want you to say le lo doy. Like I give it to him or I give it to her. When there's le and lo that would be put together, they don't like that, having the two little L words. So they take the first one and they change it to se. Se lo doy. I give it to him or her. Nos lo da. Right? He gives it to us. Se los doy. Again, I give them to you or him or her. Again, instead of having an L like le and los, we put the first one as se, se los doy, I give them to him or her. Right? So you have to be a little bit careful when you've got the two together. The first one changes to se. Of course, these can switch around. You can say da me lo, right? Give it to me, or me lo das means the same thing, right? Give it to me. We need to practice, but basically these objects are replacing the item we're talking about. So instead of saying give me the book, da me el libro, we say da me lo. The lo meaning give me it, that it being the book. Or da se lo, give it to him, if I wanted to say give the book to him. So we need to look at some examples. Now let's look at a couple of examples. Here, number one, yo te doy un regalo. In other words, I give you a gift. Now we want to replace gift, so we would say yo te lo doy. In other words, I give it, the gift, masculine, to you. Yo te lo doy. Example número dos. Yo siempre le doy amor. I always give him or her love. Now we want to say I always give it to him or her. Yo siempre se lo doy. What are we saying here? I always give it to him or her. Here the amor or love is being replaced by it, lo. The le to him or to her is being replaced with se, because we don't want to say le lo doy, se lo doy. In example number one, te and regalo, gift and you, te stays the same and regalo is placed by it. I give it to you, yo te lo doy, and I give it to him or her, yo siempre se lo doy. So it takes a little bit of practice, but it helps cutting down and making the language faster.